they're going to be having another one in a fortnight's time. Sorry, fortnight's time, 2 months' time, I mean, in January, as far as I can make out. So if you get the chance to go to that, then you need to. It's well worth it, because although it seems like it's expensive, you actually get your lunch. You actually get a posh booklet, which you can write in. I don't know whether you can see all my masses of notes. I don't think I'm going to cover all this tonight. You get a little wristband and you get a pen. So I think that's pretty cool, really. And adding to that, all the slides that they used, they're going to be put into a group that those that attended the event are going to have access to this group. So we're going to be able to download and use all the information that was difficult to keep up with, because it was just so much information. It was difficult to write it all down, to be honest. So therefore, it's going to be, it's going to be pretty good. You definitely get your money's worth. That's really what I'm saying. So 32 quid, I think it was, but it was well worth it for the training that we got. And I think these events are only going to get better. So it's going to be pretty amazing, really. If you get the chance to go, I know they're doing one in the end of January, but I believe it's going to be up north again. It's going to be up north again. Hang on a minute, I've got two people. That's better. It's going to be up north again, and they're going to do one in March down this way again. So if you miss the January one that's too far, then you can get to this one in March. Would be quite good. The other thing from the event that we found out is that there's only 600 tickets left for Birmingham. So if you get the chance to get your tickets for Birmingham, that is a must. If you got the chance to do that. That's going to be on the 27th and 28th of February. So if you get the chance to get to that, then, see if you can, because that'd be well worth doing that. So as far as the event today was concerned, there was about 200 people there. The room was packed. They did some giveaways. They did a couple of little games. You might have seen I posted one that Joe got involved with. We all got involved with, and you all had to stand up and heads. They toss a coin, and you have to say heads or tails. And if you were wrong, you had to sit down and carry on. And ended up with two people on the stage. It was Joe and someone else, and he won a free franchise. So that's pretty good. So what that means is when he's got someone to join up to his team, they will pay for that, basically. So that's pretty awesome. We're excited about that. He was really pleased about that. There was only about 4 guys there, I reckon, so there weren't many. They're not usually at these sort of events. Sarah came with me. Sarah Hobbs came with me. Joe and Matt came with me. It was a bit of a shame no one else got the chance to come with us, but that doesn't matter. That's fine. That's why we're going to share these golden nuggets with you. But really, it was covered at the event today that events are so key. You come home from them absolutely on fire, and they're brilliant, and you just pick up so much information. It's sort of second to none, really. So Sarah's going to cover a few bits that she picked up. I don't know whether you want to go first, Sarah, or whether you want me to go first.
You hear me?
Can we hear you? I can't hear you.
No? Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better. Now I can hear you.
Can anyone else hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, they can hear, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't mind kicking off if that's easiest.
Yep. Okay, that'll be great. Break up my voice.
Yeah, I mean, as Jeanette said, the events, they're what build your business, and it's a shame that you couldn't make it today, but obviously there'll be another one. So if you can get to it, I urge you to get to it, because it's priceless. It's like Millie always says, if we could bottle up what you get from them, the feeling, and bring it back to you, we would. But you just can't do that. There's nothing quite like being there and experiencing it yourself. I mean, the biggest thing that I took away from today, which is a big thing for me at the minute in the business anyway, is personal development. I'm sure probably everyone on this call, you start the business and you hear people talk about personal development on Zoom calls, and I'm completely guilty of it. I used to listen to this stuff about personal development, and I'll be like, yeah, don't really need to do that. I know what I need to do, and I'll just get on with it. But actually, the last probably more so in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I've been listening to Eric Worre on the way to work and on the way home, and the shift in my mindset has been, well, I can't even put it into words, because I don't know, there's just something about hearing a top earner in network marketing talk about network marketing as the industry that it is, because I think you get involved with this and you're all excited to start with, and then you probably, well, 99% of us will come across a bit of negativity, and it's so easy to let that get into your head, and then it knocks your confidence, and that's it. You kind of lose your momentum, and what you're building is gone. So to listen to some personal development, I mean, there's loads of stuff out there that you can YouTube, get audio books. I urge you to just do it, even if it's 15 minutes a day. Just do some, because it really does help massively. I mean, today's listening to Susie Mitchell, listening to her alone it's just magic. I love Susie Mitchell, she's brilliant. And you know, she really focuses on your self-talk, and how she calls them little gremlins. She says, just put it all out onto paper. If there's any little bit of negativity, whether it be from outsiders or whether it's your own self-talk, get it down onto paper, get it out of your head and onto paper, and clear your head for positivity. There's enough of us in the Diamond Dreamers and Forever Tribe to fill us all and bump each other up with positivity, to get rid of the neg out of your head and onto paper, screw it up and put it in the bin. You don't need it. Yeah, so that's self-talk. Yeah, I mean, make time for it. It takes me on to my next thing, really, the DMO, of just making time for, like, scheduling it into your day. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you can fit into your day. You know, we all live busy lives, working, children, college, uni, whatever it may be. 10 minutes, wherever you can fit it in. And make it part of your DMO, which takes me on to the next bit. Again, when I first started the business, probably like the rest of us, you come in and you think, well, I just want an extra £100, £200, and that's what it boils down to when you start. But as time goes on, you realise what the business can give you. There's so much more to it than just £100, so much more to it than just £500. It's the personal growth and the development. And I don't know, getting back to what I was saying, when you first come in, again, you hear people talk about DMO, your daily method of operation. Again, I was like, well, I don't need to write down what I have to do. I know that I need to add people. I know that I need to speak to people. I know to wish people happy birthday. And I know to follow up with people. But in actual fact, my memory's crap. So although I knew what I had to do, I wasn't doing it consistently, and I was forgetting who I'd spoken to. I was forgetting who I needed to get back to. So when I first started doing a DMO, that was back in April. In that month is when I went SC. Bearing in mind I got married in April. I went to Thailand in April, and it was when I got back from Thailand, it was confirmed, and that post come up, Sarah's SC. It was like, oh my God. And that was just from doing a DMO, staying consistent with posting, with interacting with people, with messaging people. And I mean, that's been the big key today, is consistency. There's so many top earners that spoke today. The only thing in common is that they all stayed consistent with what they were doing on a daily basis. Yeah, that's what a DMO is. I mean, this is a bit of a quote. It's about building a strategy that produces results and massive action in an accelerated amount of time. Now, that little snippet there, I heard that and I was like, quickly write it down before I forget it. But that is like, in my mind, I was like, oh, yeah, these people up here on this stage have got to where they've got purely by following that sentence. You know, they didn't get there by accident. They got there through consistency and hard work. So yeah, as we always say in the business, success leaves clues. Just go and look at these people. They're consistent, and that's what it boils down to. So if you're not doing a DMO, I urge you to start doing one, because that's what changed my business when I went SC. I'll be honest, I fell off the wagon a little bit, but I'm back doing a DMO now every single day, and I can't stress the importance of it to you. Just do it, even if it is just the fundamentals, like adding 20, wishing happy birthday, setting your posts. Just do something that's realistic and achievable for you on a daily basis with the time that you can put in. And that's probably about it from me from today.
That's brilliant, Sarah. That really is, because I know you're totally out your comfort zone by speaking like that. But I knew that by encouraging you to do it, you know, particularly when you're excited about it, which is how these events leave you, that, you know, that would be your chance to have a go at. So you've done really well. I'm really pleased, because you've got some brilliant points there. I know that you've made a difference by listening to the personal development. We often post videos in the group so that we can all sort of share them and that sort of thing, listen to them over and over again, because they do make such a difference to us. They really do. But like they said at the event today, they went on about personal development, and Susie Mitchell with her mind thing was absolutely phenomenal, as Sarah said. And, you know, you just got to keep listening to these things. You know, you've got to find what relates to you, find what sets you alight with the person, the speaker or whatever else, and just keep listening to them, because, you know, if you can get into your mind, that will make such a difference. It really will. The DMO obviously being very important too, something that I know Sarah was doing on the way down there. You know, she was beavering away, and it's really difficult to try and do that in the car while you're driving along, but she certainly was. So I know she's sort of upped the game a bit, and it's actually reflected in her posts and reflected in her people that are following her and things. So, you know, we know these work, and she thought exactly like I thought. Oh, I don't need to write all that down. I don't need to do that. But you do, you really do. You know, and it does make such a difference. I've even noticed in the house that Joe, my son, has even started doing it. And since he's been really playing and doing that properly, sort of really since Bournemouth, the orders that he's getting and the interaction that he's getting is phenomenal. So, you know, if you're struggling, which we all do, we all struggle, and we all struggle at times. Like very often at the beginning, all your audience will say, yeah, they want to buy, and they buy from you, and that's fine. And then 2 or 3 months in, you don't have any orders. All right, that's normal for everyone to do that, do that, because your audience is probably 200 or 300 people. And so therefore you've exhausted your audience, which is why it's so key to be adding people to your audience every single day. You must add people to your audience. I can't stress it enough. I really struggled with that myself, because as far as I was concerned, my friends, my Facebook friends were my friends. And when I started adding these random people, they weren't actually my friends as far as I was concerned. And I couldn't call them my friends. But I've got used to it now, and I've got out of my comfort zone to do it. And I suggest, you know, you really need to be adding. And it's not just about adding people, it's about how many accept. So, you know, you need to be saying to yourself, I want 10 people to accept my friend request today. So therefore, that's what you need to be looking at and finding and doing. So don't stop adding people until you've had 10 people accept that day. That's a different concept to adding 30. Because you can all add 30 and only have one person accept. That's totally different to adding 10 until they've all accepted. So certainly try that. Like I said, I've got a book full of notes here, and I really don't think I'm going to get through them all. But what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and read through as much as I can and try and help you jog my memory as to what was actually said. So you're going to have to bear with me a minute. The girl that started off was to how to find team members, and her name was Danny. I didn't catch her surname, but I know she was the Rising Star from she won the Rising Star thing at Bournemouth. So one of you girls might be able to tell me what her surname was, because I'd like to try and keep an eye on her on Facebook, because some of the ideas that she had was really good. So basically what they're saying is you've got to start looking at your profile picture and your cover picture. So your profile picture needs to be of you. It can't be the dog, can't be the cat, can't be anything else. It needs to be of you. And your cover picture needs to be something that relates to you. Could be a motivational post, but it must not, under any circumstances, be anything to do with Juice Plus. No pictures of Juice Plus, no words of Juice Plus, no showing the shakes, no nothing. No Juice Plus in that banner post or in the picture of you at all. It could be you at Bournemouth on the red carpet. That could be fine. It could be you at the Juice Plus office or something, as long as it doesn't say Juice Plus. It could be you at the a motivational post, something about you inspire people or whatever else, or join the team or that sort of thing, but not anything about actual Juice Plus. Now, there's also a bio piece on your Facebook wall that gives you a chance to have to say 3 things about yourself. Again, don't say you're a Juice Plus distributor. Don't say that, because everyone, as soon as you add them as a friend, what they want to do is they'll go on your wall and they will try and see who you are or what you're doing. And obviously they can scroll through your wall, that's fair enough. But if you're blasting Juice Plus down their throats, saying that you're a Juice Plus rep, and you've got Juice Plus pictures on your banner post, then that's not a good idea. So you could say that you're the CEO of your brand. That's a good thing to say. You could say, or anything sort of similar to that you like to inspire and motivate other people and inspire a healthy living, that sort of thing. So you can give them a little tip as to what you're about, but not actually what company you're about. Okay, because then people are going to think to themselves, this person, because I don't know about you, but when I try and connect with people on Facebook and try and find other people to connect with, I scroll through their Facebook and it's absolutely rubbish. It's usually all shared stuff that's nothing to do with them. If they're spending all their time sharing stuff, then they should be sharing the product, basically, shouldn't they? But what I'm saying is it's difficult to actually find people to relate to or whatever else. So definitely, if your Facebook is looking more exciting than what other people's are, then people are going to more likely to accept your friend request. So definitely think about that. That's right. The other thing they said was Destination Millionaires Club. So I thought that was really good. We'd all like to be a millionaire, wouldn't we? So Destination Millionaires Club, but definitely don't say anything about Juice Plus. What you've got to realise is people buy into you before they buy into Juice Plus. So they can go and buy Juice Plus from anyone. So why are they going to buy it from you as opposed to anyone else? It's because you give them value, you give them information. What you mustn't keep doing is saying on your wall, buy Juice Plus this, Juice Plus that. You've got to give them value, give them things back, show them that you're having a good time, that you're riding your horse, you're walking your dogs. If you've got dogs, bring them into the equation. Make your Facebook look interesting. Try and do some of those Snapchat things that you must have seen me doing. You can do the same, because people like a bit of humour. I must say, since Sarah's been doing some of those silly little Snapchats, I've got up in the morning, I've actually wanted to see what Sarah's doing. So if I want to do that, then so do other people. So that's what her audience is going to be doing. And I do find that does make a difference. So try to be funny, try to be silly. I'm going to be doing I'm going to be making you laugh. I'm going to be doing some more of those exercise videos and going live, because that made people talk about me, Yeah, that might have been silly, but I don't really care, because that's just, that's me basically, and people have got to tap into me for who I am. So you've got to show your personality. Tag yourself continuously, or constantly rather, into places that you go and you visit. If you're places, I don't know where it might be, but if you're going places, if you're out for lunch or whatever it is, tag yourself in it, because your audience will start to think, oh my God, that girl's out again. Oh my God, she's out again. Oh, she's out again. She's doing this or she's doing that. Oh, she's with the horses. Oh, she's walking her dogs again. All that sort of thing. So, you've got to try and create this. I'm not saying you're lying at all, but you're just trying to create that you're doing lots of things. If you're cooking a meal, then take pictures of it. If you've just got your Facebook has got to become your blog, basically, and you've got to let people know what you're doing. People have got to sort of feel that they actually know you. Show your personality. Show that this is your office today, whether it's you're down at the yard or you're out with the kids or whatever you're doing, but you've got to show that this is your office. That's what an indirect post is. She gave us some examples, like that she was lying that this particular girl was lying in the bath and earning 45 quid. Have I just got to stop? Sorry, I've just had a thing flash up to tell me that I've only got bloody 10 minutes left. What am I going to do? So, always be yourself, show your personality, be you, be as much as you as you can. Be excited when you get home. So if you've got a 9-to-5 job, I picked up on this. I thought that was really good. If you're on the way home, put a post that you've just come home from work and you can't wait to get stuck into your business and building your empire. If you are at work, that's fine, but just show that when you get home, you're going to put the kids to bed, spend some time with the kids, but you can't wait till that evening after 8 o'clock when the children are gone to bed. You're going to work, not going to be on telly. You're going to be posting setting your posts up is what I'm trying to say for the next day, and that you're going to be getting back to customers. Tell people that's what you're doing. It's most important to do that. Like I say, show pictures of what you're doing, give people value. Don't keep talking about Juice Plus. Inspire, motivate and engage. Do some uplifting posts. They've got to follow you. You've got to work out why are they following you as opposed to anyone else. What is it about you? I mean, I haven't got any little children anymore, so people can't follow me for that reason. But if you've got a young child, then use that child to your advantage. Show people that that's what you've got, that you've got this young child. If you've got puppies, all sorts of things, whatever you've got that we haven't got, other people have got, then people will relate to you. If you're at uni, then post about it, Whatever you've got, post about it. And use it to your advantage. The other thing I thought was really good is that a lot of them said throughout the whole event that wake up every day as a dealer and certainly start every month as a dealer, so that by the end of the month, with the front line that you bring in, you've gone SDD again. Now that I thought was really good. So what that means is that you're starting off as a dealer every month. You're starting off from scratch. And you're going to be bringing in people so that you go SDD by the end of that month. So that, to me, I thought was really key. And it's something that all the top earners are doing. And they're not thinking, oh, great, I'm NMD here now. I've got it sorted. They're actually pushing to bring in new SDDs for them to go SDD as well themselves. Okay, if you're not quite sure what I mean about that, then I can explain that again. Oh my God, where do I start with this lot? Some of the subjects was converting customers into teamies. The biggest thing that we picked up also from the whole event is that your best customers are often your teamies. So it's most important to give your customers an amazing ride and help them as much as possible. I don't think I'm going to be able to go into that too much detail right now, because I'm going to have to go into that again, I think. But one of the things that they did, which she said, and I know Amy already does this, they have measure up Monday, tone up Tuesday. They say weigh in Wednesday, and I know Amy wanted to change that from weigh in Wednesday. Thursday, fake away Friday, all those sort of things. But the thing they did is they said to the team, who's going to take on to these different things this week? So who's going to look after measurement Monday? Who's going to look after tone up Tuesday? And they actually delegated it to people in the team to actually look after those to that day. So that day, if Sarah said she was going to do measurement Monday, then she would do some posts about measuring yourself and getting the people in the group to respond to the measurements, do selfies of doing measurements, and try and get some interaction going in the group. Because what we tend to find is there's lots of people in the group, but the main people that are, there's a sort of a nucleus of the main few people that post in there every time. We want the customers to post in there as much as possible. So we need to try and get them to do things. So I think we're going to go back to doing what we used to do a long time ago, was encouraging the customers to do selfies of them with their shakes or whatever else, and us for that matter. So if we start doing it, and then we can put up, we can collect all the pictures, and we can put a post up with all the pictures on one picture, if you know what I mean. And I think that would be really good. And then do a competition for the silliest selfie. And then they win a prize, like they win 3 or 4 bars or something like that. And I'll post out some bars. If it's your customer, then you'd need to think about, posting out some bars yourself. And I just think that's a real good idea, because we've got to get much more interaction in the groups if we can. We can do live videos into the groups. I didn't realise you can do live videos into the like pages either, that in the business pages as well. Some of the other teams send out prizes that they send out is that they've got lunch boxes and water bottles and meal planners that are all with their own brand on. Now, I know that's possible to get that done, but when I looked at it, you had to have a container load of lunch boxes and a container load of water bottles, and I didn't think I was in a position to be able to do that. So I'm going to look into that again, because I thought if we at least had some Diamond Dreamers ones, that would be a start. I don't know whether you guys would be interested in having those sort of things, but I thought that would be well worth doing. But the key really is really keeping and looking after your customers really well. It's most important to look after your customers. I can't stress that enough. And then, so yeah, when these customers start posting the groups and showing that they're got the qualities of a leader because of what they're posting, the fact that they're interacting in the groups, then you as distributors will be able to notice your teamies that are doing that. And when you notice your customers that are doing that, then you need to be saying to them something like, you'd be amazed at what I'm doing. In fact, you're already doing what I'm doing. Have you thought about being your best customer and earning money out of your own products? And talk to them in that manner, really. So you'll find that works really well. What else have we got? Look out for the potential teamies. They did quite a lot on attracting your tribe. I think I might come back to that in a little another time. We had a superstars panel. I was on the superstars panel, so and that was really good. There was about 8 of us on the panel, and Millie was asking us questions, which was really good. And when they got across to me, they asked me what I would do for being consistent, which they'd asked the others that, but they hadn't told me that was what the question was going to be. The question was going to be something else. They told me that I'd got to do my top tips, so I'd got the answers ready for top tips, but they asked me for something else. So I had to tell them, actually, that isn't what you were meant to be asking me, Millie. So I had to change it, but I got away with it, so that was all right. That was absolutely fine. Susie did a thing all about emotional silence, which is talking to ourselves. We've got less than a minute, girls, and we're going to be cut off. So I don't know whether you want to leave it at that for tonight or whether you want to get on again. I think we probably better leave it for that tonight. Really sorry about that. I should have gone on to Amy's link, really. So that's going to be it for tonight. It's just going to cut us off. But it's been great talking to you, and I'll have to do one probably another night, maybe tomorrow night. I know Millie's going to try and do one tomorrow night, so maybe try and get on Millie's one. Okay, guys, I'll catch you soon.